It's almost like Arne Slot listened to me. It's almost like everything I said on my match reaction for Man United 2, Liverpool 1, everything I said that Arne Slot needs to do, he did it. Every single thing I did. Mohamed Salah must be dropped. Ekitike and Isak can play together. Start Andy Robertson over Kirkes. Connor Bradley is a better fullback than Frimpong. Start Szoboszlai and Jones together and drop McAllister. Gravenberch clearly dropped as well due to his injury against Manchester United, or his fitness concerns he has. Liverpool today bounced back, and yes, it's Frankfurt. Yes, they've conceded 15 goals, which is obscene, by the way. 15 goals in 3 games. Yes, they lost 5-1 to Galatasaray, 5-1 to Liverpool, and they also lost 5-1 to, I believe it was Club Brugge or Atletico Madrid. I look at Liverpool today, and it was a must-win game because I look at Liverpool in this Brentford game Saturday night at the G-Tech. It's a massive, massive game. It really, really is, because they have all the ability in the world at their feet going forward, but defensively, there are concerns for me looking at them. But today was all about 2 players, and I want to get into those very, very shortly. But it was all about getting the win, progressing in the Champions League, building momentum. You've lost 4 on the bounce. You bounce back, go and then beat Brentford on Saturday. And then after that, they've got City and Real Madrid coming their way. But today was about one thing. Arne Slot had to get back to winning ways, and they did that in really, really good fashion. We're going to break it all down. Make sure you drop a like on the video. Make sure you do hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. The road to 100K is on. Go and subscribe to the second channel. It will be pinned down there. When you click on the main channel, this channel, you'll see Henry Talks Tottenham. First video going out there later on our absolutely catastrophic performance against Monaco. There will be a Chelsea match reaction on there afterwards. But Liverpool played a 4-4-2 today. And they actually played Alexander Isak, and they played Ekitike against his old team together up front. And I want to talk about this Liverpool team, and I want to talk about 2 players. And the first 2 players I want to talk about, the first player I want to talk about is Ekitike. This guy is putting Mohamed Salah under a stupid amount of pressure. That was the lineup from both teams. I believe Ekitike has been Liverpool's best signing this summer. I think he's unbelievable in a one-on-one in front of goal. They started a back 4. Obviously, Georgi Mamardashvili in goal for the injured Alisson. Frimpong, Konate, Van Dijk, Robertson. Both centre-backs with goals. 3 of the back 4 actually scored. Fair play to Slot. Took off Ekitike, Isak, Konate early. Gakpo early. Kind of know the game's done. Big game against Brentford at the weekend. But it was actually a very, very, very interesting game. And Frankfurt went 1-0 up. And I'm going to be honest with you, when they went 1-0 up, I was like, what are Liverpool made of now? Because this is a Frankfurt team that leak goals left, right, and centre. And if they were to lose to them, it would be unbelievably bad for their morale within their in that camp. Mario Götze with the assist into Rasmus Christensen. Really, really good feet from him. Tucks the ball right into the corner. Georgi Mamardashvili's got no chance. And then what Liverpool would then do is something that Arne Slot and Jamie Carragher, especially Jamie Carragher, said he would not want to see his team, or he criticised set pieces saying they were boring. He criticised long throws as well, saying they were boring. But a lot of teams are now doing those. And then Konate and Van Dijk score, both centre-backs score a goal from the set piece. But the first goal, the 2 players I wanted to talk about combined for that goal. Robertson is a miles better left back than Kirkes. And I said 3 weeks ago, he must start. The ball he plays through to Ekitike from the back line all the way through to the front line, all the way through, he runs through on goal. Ekitike, we know how good he is in the 1v1 situations, scores a goal, and I think he's been such a good signing for Liverpool. 1 goal in the Champions League, 3 goals in the league, 1 assist in the league, 1 goal in the League Cup, 1 goal in the Charity Shield. You know, he's got 6 goals this season in Liverpool shirt, or it might be 7 now, including tonight's. I think more people need to give this guy credit. There's huge pressure on Alexander Isak, and Ekitike scoring is only going to make that pressure a little bit worse. And then Liverpool get 2 goals in a period of about 6 minutes, 5 minutes. The first goal is a really, really good corner into the box from Cody Gakpo. And Virgil van Dijk's got 30 goals for Liverpool, and 28 of those have been through a header. He is 6'4", an absolute unit in the air, one of the best centre-backs we have ever seen. And you leave him unmanned, unmarked in the penalty area, and he runs onto it, scores with his header, and Liverpool are now 2-1 up away in Frankfurt. But you'd think, surely, Frankfurt, you've just conceded a set piece. Liverpool now know you're vulnerable. What do? They leave Konate, who's also 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", a mountain of a man, unmarked. Szoboszlai puts the ball in. The ball goes into the box. And there is Ibrahima Konate, who makes it 3-1 for a really, really strong header. You go into halftime. As soon as it was halftime, I was thinking, right, this is where Arne Slot needs to get Chiesa on the pitch. And a lot of people today are saying Salah's the problem. Is Salah the problem? I don't buy into that narrative. I don't think that Salah is the problem. You know, I look at Liverpool Football Club right now in a team in transition in terms of they've essentially downgraded the defensive capability of their fullbacks from Robertson to Kirkes and Frimpong, for instance. I don't think is a better defense going forward. You could argue, there's certainly an argument that Frimpong is better than Bradley, but from a defensive standpoint, I do prefer Bradley. Halftime, Arne Slot makes the subs. He brings on Chiesa for Alexander Isak, and I'm like, right, okay, that makes sense. And then, Chiesa, who still I don't think has played a 90 minutes in his, I think, career at Liverpool yet. He's come on, quite a lot. Cody Gakpo gets on the score sheet in really, really good form. Florian Wirtz with the assist. Liverpool take a comfortable 4-1 lead. It's a really, really clinical finish from Gakpo. Really, really good assist from Florian Wirtz. Gakpo probably is the best finisher at Liverpool right now. I think he's criminally underrated. And then Florian Wirtz gets another assist, which is a fantastic strike from Dominik Szoboszlai, who, had a really, really good game, Szoboszlai. But I think when I look at Liverpool's game at the weekend coming up, I maybe would bring in Salah for... You're either going to drop Alexander Isak or you're going to drop Gakpo. I think Ekitike has to start this game. I think he has to. I think it'd be absolutely criminal to drop this guy. Like every game that Liverpool have won, he has played played really, really well in. And I'm looking at these next 5 games, and they are so important for Liverpool to get their season back on track. Beating Brentford would be absolutely massive. You then go to Crystal Palace, come to Anfield, and we all know Oliver Glasner has played really, really well. Has got really, really good results up against Liverpool. Oliver Glasner's beaten him twice this season. One in the Charity Shield, one in the league, and then Aston Villa are currently 5 unbeaten. And then you got Real Madrid and City. If they were to lose that City game and don't get the right result against Villa or Brentford, we may be saying Liverpool are out of title race. But things can change so quickly. 4 weeks ago, after the international break, everyone was getting onto Arsenal. Everyone was saying Liverpool are going to go and absolutely annihilate the league. 4 weeks later, Liverpool now look like the team that are suffering. Arsenal look really, really good. I am not saying that Liverpool are out of the title race. I definitely think at this moment in time that Arsenal are clear favourites. But a game today is definitely, something that, from a Liverpool perspective, there's a lot to be positive about. When you look at the stats, 65% possession, an XG of 3.26, 18 shots, 14 on target. that is the sort of clinical ability that Liverpool have to show in the final third. 11 big chances created, 7 big chances missed. When you look at the player ratings that FootMob have given, when you look at that, there's a lot of greens there. Only Frimpong, who was subbed early, and Georgi Mamadashvili barely had to make a save. It's a really, really good win for Liverpool. Dominik Szoboszlai, they gave man of the match. I thought Cody Gakpo was good. I thought Robertson was really good. I thought Wirtz obviously got his 2 assists. But Liverpool now need to build on this. If they were to then go and play Frankfurt and then don't get the right result and then make it, 4 defeats in the Premier League in a row, it almost becomes like damage limitation for them, to a degree. But they are back on track. They did get the 3 points in the Champions League. So that is all that matters from Liverpool's perspective. Make sure you go down and drop a like. If you haven't already, make sure you do hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. I'm out.